hello, and welcome, guys. I just got done. Well, not just got done, but this morning, rather, earlier today. It's not like, 1 p.m. I watched the Minnesota Lynx take on the New York Liberty at the New York Liberty's home at Barclays Center Arena in Brooklyn, New York City. And the Lynx lost, guys. It was a tough game, okay? The game concluded with them losing by 10 points. The Lynx had 75 points. The Liberty had 85 points. The Liberty got their lick back. They got their lick back, okay? And also, guys, shout out to everybody who was with me last night during my first live. Okay, the Chicago Sky versus Seattle Storm game. We lost that game. The Chicago Sky did. But I didn't know that, it takes that long for your lives to upload. It took 12 hours for that live to upload. It's over 2 hours long. It just finally got posted some hours ago. I was like, oh. I had checked. I'm like, it was still uploading this morning. I'm like, I guess it'll just take some time. So, guys, that's why I don't do lives. I did not know it took that long. I didn't want to try to upload another video to recap that whole game. I like to go over the individual player stat lines. That was uploading all night, and I was tired. I caught the Las Vegas Aces game. They beat the Atlanta Dream very, very not barely, but it was a close, tough game. I might call that after this. I'm not sure. But tonight, guys, we got a game that it don't come on until 10 o'clock. Okay, Dallas Wings. So that'll be good. I heard Connecticut Sun yesterday just whooped the Washington Mystics. So that, it was a crazy day of games yesterday. Okay, my Zoom meeting today at 5 p.m. It got canceled, thank God. I mean, it's good. It's like my financial advisor. This military stuff we got to do, financial briefings. That since I'm transitioning out of the military, they're trying to tell me what to do with my TSP, my Roth IRA, etc., 401ks. But I just rescheduled with them until September. Okay, thank God, because I want to go through all my CMP, VA disability exams to talk about that and how I could possibly grow that. It's just a lot going on, but I was able to finally sit down and watch, and unfortunately, I was able to watch the Lynx get destroyed by the Liberty. That last fourth and final quarter was just, the Lynx were struggling. They were struggling offensively throughout this game, but I'm going to tell you how the New York Liberty won this game. Defense. The freaking defense. Who was number 77 of the freaking Minnesota Lynx? She was getting on my nerves, okay? Messy Men did not have to do Dejanay Carrington like that. Dejanay Carrington finally got entered into the game, but she was getting cooked. But she was cooking Sabrina, though. In the second quarter, Dejanay Carrington, okay, her freaking defensive skills, she was locking Sabrina up. And, of course, as soon as the ref saw that, Sabrina couldn't really do much with Dejanay Carrington on her, Dejanay Carrington gets fouled out. She got 2-3 fouls called on her. Cheryl sits her down, and then Sab just went on a run. The New York Liberty went on a run. And then, of course, the stud butts got into it. Natisha Heidemann, Courtney Williams. Natisha was trying to save us in that fourth and final quarter. Again, we had good we had some good looks, the Lynx, that is, in the fourth and final quarter, but we were still having poor shot selection. Because, the likes, I don't know who that is. Number 77 for the Minnesota Lynx. She was just getting on my nerves. Bridget Carlton is usually good with the three. She was getting on my nerves. Kelly McBride, usually really good with the three. She had good looks. She was taking good shot selections. But her points was just not falling. When she would try to check something up, our points was just not falling. Okay, that was for the Minnesota Lynx as a whole in that fourth and final quarter. We had so many opportunities. They had cut down the point deficit to 2 points. It was a 1 point possession. We would try to brick after boring brick. But as soon as the Liberty got it, though, they made sure where to go. The freaking Sabrina Ionescu was hitting them threes, and it was just over for us, okay? Again, that game last night, the Lynx versus the Liberty, it just goes to show that offensively, without Nafisa Collier, but again, even without Nafisa Collier, the Lynx was winning. They've been beating these teams without Nafisa Collier. I think we'll get feedback sometime next week, or maybe by the end of this week, hopefully. Her ankle will be fully healed up. But when you don't have Nafisa Collier, again, that's a huge offensive threat. You got to step up offensively. And even though they tried, again, Courtney Williams is now a starting lineup, in the 5 starting lineup position. Her shots was just not falling. It was so frustrating, okay? Natisha Heidemann got in the game. She was doing a little bit better. She was making them layups. She was cutting to the basket. But it was still to no avail. Okay, Dejanay Carrington, again, she kept getting fouled out. That big girl, Emma Messiman, was just throwing Dejanay Carrington every which way but loose, turning her every which way but loose, and everybody else. It was so many matchups that didn't make any sense. It was what was the girl name? You had Natisha Heidemann trying to guard and defend. What's the big girl name? She's 6'3", Kennedy Burke of the New York Liberty. I'm bro, we look so much smaller than them. Is it just me? Natasha Cloud is 5'9". She was the only one who was below 6 feet. But we had Natisha Heidemann, Courtney Williams, who are 5'8". Dejanay Carrington, she up there, she 5'11". Jessica Shepard of the Minnesota Lynx, she's 6'4". Bridget Carlton, she's about 6'3". But it's like up against the New York Liberty, Jonquel Jones, 6'6". They just could not like take on that physicality. It's just like it was weird. We was just getting thrown every which way but lose. Again, the game concluded with us losing by 10 points. Even though we cut the deficit down to just by 2 points in the fourth and final quarter, but we kept trying to take shots. We just kept bricking. In the first quarter, the Lynx had 20 points. Liberty had 24. Okay, even though we were struggling in the first quarter, I'm like, okay, but we kind of up there, though. We're only down by 4 points. I see we could win this game, and we could have. The second quarter comes around, we do worse. Lynx score 17 points. The Liberty score, again, 24 points. The third quarter comes around. Okay, the Lynx scored 23 points. Liberty scored 18. The fourth and final quarter, Lynx scored 15 points. The Liberty scored 19 points. Now let's talk about the individual player stat line and statistics. For the Liberty, Jonquel Jones had 22 points, 1 assist and 10 rebounds, a double-double. Leonie Fibich had 10 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Emmy Messiman had 13 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. Sabrina Ionescu had 17 points, 11 assists, 4 rebounds. Natasha Cloud had 10 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. Kennedy Burke had 8 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Maureen Johannes had 3 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. And Stephanie Talbot had 2 points, 0 assists, and 2 rebounds. Now let's get into the individual player stat lines for the Minnesota Lynx. Jessica Shepard. She had 6 points, 1 assist, 10 rebounds. Bridget Carlton. See, again, you got to, again, if you are anybody, if you are worth the salt in your body, if you're in the starting 5 lineup, if you're the 6th woman, okay, if you like, our bench was just terrible. It got to the point like freaking Cheryl Reese is emptying the bench, playing players I ain't even heard of. I don't even know who's Maria Kundakova. That's her name. I think that's the Russian woman, number 77. She was getting on my nerves. Okay, Jessica Shepard only put up 6 points, had 1 assist, 10 rebounds. Bridget Carlton had 3 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Alana Smith, she's really good with the 3. She only had 5 points, 2 assists, 9 rebounds. If you combine the points made between Jessica Shepard, Bridget Carlton, and Alana Smith, they equal, let me see. Yeah, they equal Sabrina Ionescu. Sabrina Ionescu, as one player, put up 17 points. You combine Jessica Shepard, Bridget Carlton's, and Alana Smith's points, that equals 17 points. Ridiculous. Sabrina Ionescu scored more as one individual as 3 Lynx players. Unacceptable. Kayla McBride, really good with the 3. She played for 32 minutes. She only put up 6 points, had 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Unacceptable. Courtney Williams, again, she was the leading scorer of last night's of the Minnesota Lynx. She had 17 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. Stud Bud, shout out to the other Stud Bud, Natisha Heidemann. She was just 1 point below her sister. Okay, she put up 16 points, had 0 assists, 1 rebound. Dejanay Carrington, she did all right for 19 minutes played. She put up 11 points, had 1 assist, 0 rebounds. And Maria Kundakova, as big as she is, she was getting on my nerves. She only put up 11 points. She had 0 assists, 5 rebounds. But again, 2 women who came off the bench put up more points than Jessica Shepard, Bridget Carlton, Alana Smith, and Kayla McBride. What is going on with the Lynx? I guess like you can still say that they're the more superior team. They are still ranked number 1. I think New York Liberty might be back in 2nd place because the Dream got beat last night by the Aces. I'm not sure. But all in all, again, what I'm trying to say is this. The Lynx is still up, okay? We're still ranked number 1 in the league. We officially beat them 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3, okay? We are superior. This is their 3rd matchup. The Lynx won 2 of the 3 of the matchups. But the New York Liberty are starting again. They are building this team to win again. They've acquired Emma Messiman. And she was doing her big one last night. Kayla McBride, Alana Smith, Bridget Carlton, Maria Kundakova, Kayla McBride. 6 points, that's all you got for us? They are the reason why we lost last night. I know Cheryl is sick. Cheryl is sick and she's sickened, okay, of this team. Because it didn't have to go down like that. I can't wait for Napheesa Collier to return. When Napheesa Collier finally comes back, again, without her, the Lynx are still very much a threat. But with her, they're just almost unstoppable. Liberty, this ain't over, okay? What you did last night was cute. It was all right. It was cute. I'll give you that. You won. By 10 points, you won. But let's see if you can keep this up.